Hook's Pub. Well, last week when I set this up, we were going to talk about a venture that's coming up on Main Avenue, and then early in the week, that devastating fire. How are things going, James?
It's going. We're getting through it. All the inspections are being done. The insurance people are coming through. It's been a pretty rough week.
I had a chance to walk through that morning of the fire, and my goodness, I came out of there, I was smelling like smoke.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I've smelled smoke the entire week. It's in my hair. It's in my nose. It's everywhere. Yeah.
You did such a good job of really renovating that establishment. It had to have been so tough for you to see everything just totally ruined.
Yeah. That was the toughest part, and that's what my wife and I have been talking about all week. Because we owned it for 23 years, and right now we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if it's going to be able to be saved. We just don't know. We have to have more experts come in.
So in the meantime, you do have an establishment up on Main Avenue.
Yes.
It's called Mississippi and Main.
Mississippi and Main.
How'd that name come about?
Actually, we put out a Facebook kind of a contest and said, hey, name our new place. And somebody suggested Mississippi and Main. And it kind of works really well because of Main Avenue and the Mississippi. So we're at the intersection, kind of.
So right there on Main Avenue, What is the address?
92 Main Avenue.
92 Main Avenue. And you were telling me you had a kind of a soft opening this week?
Yeah, this week we opened up this week, but we didn't really advertise it too much because we wanted to get everybody trained and, because there's a lot going on there, a lot of drinks. It's a non-alcoholic lounge and a coffee shop. So on top of the employees learning how to make the mocktails and all that, they had to learn how to make coffee, and so it's been quite the endeavor. And we're bringing in food. I call it a cold kitchen. There's no grease, no fryers. We do salads, paninis, wraps, stuff like that. We're bringing in fresh baked goods. So
again, we're visiting with James Hook. Mississippi and Main. I got to remember that. Mississippi and Main.
M&M.
There you go. How did this idea come about?
Well, Amy and I acquired the building back in February. We've owned it for years. And we wanted to bring something different to town. And we threw back and forth ideas. We came up with so many different bar ideas. We're just, let's turn it into a bar. We know how to do that. But then we were like, we don't want to do another bar. We want to do something different. So we decided, and we've been hearing from a lot of our former regulars at Hooks how they're living sober, how they're not going out anymore. So we're like, well, that's interesting, and we suggested it to a couple people and put it out there on Facebook, like everybody does. And we got a huge response from the sober community, how they love being sober, but they hate not being social. So they love a place to go. So we decided, well, let's give this a shot. Let's try a sober lounge. And then we decided, well, since we're doing one kind of liquid, why don't we introduce coffee too? So we made one half of it a coffee shop, the other half is a lounge.
How much renovation did you have to put into that?
Quite a bit. Like I said, we took it over in February, and we've been renovating it ever since. And we're actually still renovating it. I mean, we built walls for the kitchen. We completely redid everything. So it's quite a change.
And I know you do a lot of that work yourself.
Yes. Yeah. Well, being a bar owner for 23 years, you learn to be a carpenter and a plumber, and the only thing I won't do is electricity. I won't touch that.
So what are the hours going to be since you are serving coffee?
We are opening at 7 in the morning. That will be Tuesday through Saturday. And then Sunday, I believe Sunday we're opening at 8. But we're going to be doing little breakfast sandwiches and stuff like that too. So yeah, if you want to swing by, 7 in the morning, get a coffee.
There you go. And you're going to stay open for how long then?
Right now, during the week, it's 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah. We are going to extend our hours on the weekend But once we get rolling and everybody gets acquainted with everything, then we'll extend our hours.
Again, visiting with James Hook of Mississippi and Maine. Give me an example or two of a mocktail.
There's non-alcoholic liquor out there. Like, you can go out and buy a tequila that has no booze in it. You can buy a rum. So when you make a mocktail, I can make you a rum and coke right now that has no alcohol in it. My wife loves to make old fashions, no alcohol in it. There's non-alcoholic whiskey.
So you're getting the taste,
yeah, you're getting
but not the after effects.
right. You're getting all the greatness of a drink without worrying about being drunk. And it's a really huge market right now. I mean, you can go into Hy-Vee right now, and they have an entire section dedicated to just non-alcoholic stuff.
So, again, a soft opening. You do have plans for a grand opening?
Yes, that's still in the works. I will, of course, let everybody know on Facebook about the grand opening. But yeah, we're gonna open fully this weekend. So if you're out and about, you're gonna go see the Trolls, swing on by. We're open.
That could be a big advantage to having that troll right at the end of Main Avenue.
Yeah, Helmut, just right down the street from us.
Helmut.
Yeah.
Something like
Something.
that. So before I let you go, and again, thank you so much for your time. What about Hooks Pub?
The future of Hooks is really up in the air right now. We have an engineer coming in, a building engineer, to assess the damage. It's quite extensive. I know I put a video out there, so I could share it with everybody, because everybody has been contacting. I mean, the support and the love from this community for the past few days it's been overwhelming.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, I mean, it's really been overwhelming, and Amy and I are just we're just so pleased to be in this town. It's so great, because they've really embraced us.
Okay.
So it's been great, but I don't know what the future of Hooks is right now.
Okay, well, hey, thank you so much, and I'm going to stop up when I get off the air and see how things are going up there.
Stop up.
Basically, get out of the way.
The Dan Patrick Show.